Hello everyone! Today's video is a word builder video on the word työ. 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 Työ, which means work in Finnish. Työ. So let's get started. This month I've been spending time in South Korea, and before my trip I wanted to pick up some basics of the Korean language. I can already read Korean, but wanted someone to help me learn some useful phrases before my trip, so I booked a class on italki. Italki is a great platform to search for tutors that will personalize their classes to suit your specific needs. My teacher was so kind and tailored my session around basic Korean phrases and useful traveling vocab. She even included fun stories about Korea during her explanations.
가다 is to go or to leave. So 가, if you hear 가, then it's to go. So 안녕히 가세요. Okay.
So 안녕히 가세요 is if the other person leaves. 안녕히 계세요 if I leave somewhere.
네.
맛있어요.
네, 맛있어요.
Believe it or not, I'm usually a little nervous about speaking to new people, but during the classes that I had, my teacher made me feel super comfortable and welcome, even though I was a beginner. She even told me she is happy to answer any questions I have during my trip. After the first few minutes, I actually wasn't even nervous at all anymore. So if you're looking for a place to start learning Finnish and want someone to help you organize a study schedule, get tailored classes for your specific needs and your specific language level, and also practice speaking in a safe and friendly environment, then I definitely recommend checking out italki. This includes if you want to practice for any possible työ opportunities in Finland. You can find the link down below. Just click on the link and start browsing for your very first italki Finnish class. So using the word työ, työ, meaning work or job in Finnish, you can actually build many yhdyssana words. So an yhdyssana is a compound word, so combining one or more words together to create a so-called new word in Finnish. So we're going to use the word työ and build upon that to create various words relating to work or job. So the first one is etätyö. Etätyö, which is very topical right now, especially in Finland, and I would assume in the rest of the world. Etätyö. So etätyö is remote work or working from home. Etä meaning remote, työ meaning work. So etätyö, etätyö, etätyö means working from home. So after the past few years of the world being on and off shut down, we had to make some changes into our working life routine, and etätyö became very common. Now, I would still say that in Finland, etätyö is quite flexible now, and what I've heard is a lot of companies have had to make more flexible working schedules regarding etätyö because of a lot of workers have wanted to continue this etätyö culture. So at least this is what I've heard, that even still now, the etätyö possibilities in Finland are quite flexible still, just because a lot of people want to keep their etätyö privileges, so they are looking for workplaces that have this etätyö possibilities. So etätyö is remote work. Then we have kesätyö. Kesä meaning summer, work meaning työ meaning work. So kesätyö is a summer job. Kesätyö. So a job that will usually run from either May or June up until like around August time. So a lot of school students, for example, will apply for a kesätyö during their summer vacation from school. So a lot of youth especially will look for and apply for kesätyö. Kesätyö in Finland. Kesä, summer, työ, kesätyö, kesätyö. Another one is kotityö. So kotityö is koti meaning home and työ work. So it's not homework, but it's housework. So for example, the chores you do around your home, cooking or cleaning or fixing up stuff in your house, that would all be kotityö. 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 One very important word in Finnish is lumityö. So lumi meaning snow, työ meaning work. Lumityö is snow work. And what we mean by snow work is removing snow specifically from the streets and sidewalks and your yard. So if you say you're gonna go out to do lumitöitä, so snow work plural, that means you're probably going out and shoveling your front yard or your front walkway, maybe shoveling your driveway, where your car's parked, maybe in your neighborhood, you'll be shoveling some like nearby streets and stuff. So this would be called lumityö. And also those vehicles that go and plow the roads, you would say they are also doing lumityö. So lumityö is snow work, meaning taking off the snow from walkways and other important passages. Okay, another word is osa-aikatyö. So osa-aika means part-time. Osa, part, aika, time, työ, work. So osa-aikatyö means part-time job. Part-time job. And a part-time job in Finland is defined as a job that's under 30 hours per week would be osa-aikatyö. Osa-aikatyö. All together. Osa, viiva, aika, because it ends in an A and starts with an A, so you put a line in between. Osa-aikatyö. Osa-aikatyö. Part-time job. Now this next one is quite interesting. Talkootyö. Talkootyö. So talkoo, I think, does not have a direct English translation. So I was looking online to see what the English description of a talkoo would be, and the only thing I could find was someone saying that in some places, for example in Australia, they call this concept like a bee or working bee. So I've never been to Australia, so I don't know if this is true or not, but that's kind of the only thing I found online. So if you know a word for this in your language, let me know in the in the comments. But basically the idea of a talkoo is if you're living in a neighborhood or a community area, it's basically volunteer work that you do to help the neighbors out. So for example, if you live in like a row house community and say there's 30-40 households in that like little area where you live, you'll maybe the neighborhood will host like 2 or 3 times per year a talkoot, which means that everyone will come out and help with like gardening or keeping the common areas clean, or trimming the hedges, raking leaves, cleaning up the area, doing snow work or stuff like this, to maintain the community area and your own yard as well, of the neighborhood. So everyone kind of comes together on a certain day and everyone is kind of doing this talkootyö together at the same time. Sometimes there'll be like potluck as well, so you'll be doing your hedge trimmings or raking leaves, or putting dirt under the bushes to help them grow, or fertilizers, I don't know, but you'll be doing that together with the rest of the households in the area, and you might bring a bit of like food to eat and drink, and then you can like have that together with your neighbors. So that is what a talkoo is, and it is a very common concept here in Finland. So most housing areas will have this talkoo concept. And yeah, so the talkootyö means the work you do during the talkoot, which, as I mentioned, can be all of those above. Usually outdoor things you do. So talkootyö. Then we have työelämä. So työ, work, elämä, life, elämä, work life. So it just means, yeah, working life. So your working life would be your työelämä. 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 An internship would be työharjoittelu. So harjoittelu means practice. So work practice is an internship. Työharjoittelu. Työharjoittelu. Harjoittelu. 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 Työharjoittelu. Internship. Colleague is työkaveri. So työ, work, kaveri means a friend. So työkaveri, work friend, is your colleague. Työkaveri. Työkaveri. 3 more. Työkalu. So työkalu. Työkalu means tool. So a hammer would be a työkalu. A saw would be a työkalu. Screwdriver would be a työkalu. A tool is, yeah, työkalu. 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 Then ylityö means overtime. So if you're working ylityö hours, you're working overtime hours. So if your workday is 8 hours long, 8 tuntia, and then you end up working 9 hours, that 1 hour would be ylityö. So ylityö, overwork, yli means over, overwork, ylityö means overtime. Overtime. Last one is yhteistyö. Yhteistyö, which means teamwork or cooperation. Yhteistyö. Yhteis kind of means together, and työ, work. So together, work. Yhteistyö means teamwork and cooperation. So if you're doing yhteistyö with someone else, that just means you're working collaboratively with them. You're doing teamwork with that person. You're doing that thing together, that work together. So that is yhteistyö. Yhteistyö, teamwork. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. Kiitos tosi paljon kun katsoitte tämän videon ja nähdään ensi videossa. Moikka!